What is happening, y'all? Welcome back to the Forbidden West. So, couple updates before we get started. Your boy has the max level Death Seeker's Shadow. In addition to that, I also have the max level Nora Thunder Warrior. But I discovered a few things. So I went back to do the arena stuff. Well, basically went to go do the arena because I was hoping, oh, you know, there'll be apexes in the arena. I can kill them and get the parts. Got through all the arena, only to discover that you don't get to keep the parts that you loot from monsters in the arena. So that's kind of sad, because, you know, I think you loot them, but then I noticed that I wasn't getting my Apex Thunderjaw hearts. So you don't get those. But what was interesting is after I completed the arena, I had Apexes popping up like crazy. So like we went over here, this dude, he was an Apex. And then I hopped on all the way over to here, and Dreadwing, that was an Apex. And then I jumped on over here, and the Thunderjaw, or, well, Slitherfang, that ended up being an Apex. There was a Thunderjaw that was an Apex. I fought like 5 or 6 Apex monsters in a row, enough that I got most of my Apex parts. So I don't know if maybe it's somehow tied to progress in the arena. Like the game goes, oh, he beat arena, let's give him the harder monsters. But wanted to put that out there because I got like 5 Apex monsters in a row. But anyway, so got those upgrades. One thing that's kind of sad, which by the way I have a ton of arena points, so I picked up the Vanquisher set, and I also picked up the Sharp Shot Bow, and I also picked up the Bolt Blaster. It just like showers you with coins. I'm pretty sure I still have like 30 or 40 coins left over. The sad thing though, there's a bug with the Sky Killer. If you look at the bottom there, when you upgrade it to unlock the final perk, it replaces it with corroding enemy damage instead of burning enemy damage. So I'm not sure what that's about. I've already gone ahead and passed that on over to the devs, so hopefully by the time the game is launched, this is patched up, because, you know, the idea of, I know this perk levels up to, I think, like 25%, so an extra 25% when it's burning, which is great because you have fire spears. But either way, I have a coil that you know, gives me 20%, so it's not all is lost, but definitely a little bit sad. But other than that, yeah, we're looking good. You know, we got our Sky Killer mostly upgraded. I needed some more Apex parts and got tired of farming, especially because the last perk is bugged. I haven't upgraded the Blast Forge or the Sharp Shot at all, but we're going to try them on out. I mean, the Warrior Bow, I like the Warrior Bow, but honestly, this thing's just not very strong. You know, 29 to 53 compared to 69 by 307. It just doesn't stack up. So I can use this for sniping, and that's going to be about it. I also picked up some more skills. I got power shots. This is pretty interesting. 300% range damage. Whereas, you know, this is 100% range damage. So obviously this is a time, whereas this is a couple of attacks. But I found this really nice for knocking down monsters and then just, well, machines, and then just decimating them. So I'm liking power shots a lot. The other thing I was considering was maybe going for critical boost, but I'm not sure how high it would get. The critical strike damage would have to get all the way up to like 300%, or your critical hit damage would have to be like 250 or higher for this to be worth it. So I might put points into it, but power shot seems to be pretty good. Anyway, all of that out of the way, let's head on in, meet with our good buddy Sylens.
Hey, Mr. Know-It-All is here. You know, your focus buddy who never smiles. I didn't know what to do with him, so I had him wait in your room.
Got it. Thanks.
I hope she like punches him in the face or something.
Well, Sylens, looks like you finally found a door you could open without me.
I'm glad it's there, actually. It kept me from having to mingle with the company you keep. But enough prattle. I believe you owe me an explanation. Your plans for the Zenith base?
You're right. I do owe you. My spear in your throat for deceiving me again. At the Hades Proving Lab.
I doubt you asked me here for that kind of reckoning.
No. Right now, I need your help. So I'm giving you one final chance. But if you ever betray me again, I will kill you no matter what the circumstance. Understood?
Though we'll both face a decidedly short future if you can't get us inside that base.
Aloy, your other guest is here. She's, coming to you.
Thanks. Good timing. The truth is, I can't actually get us into the base. But she can.
The company you keep is even worse than I thought.
Not a fan of surprises, are you? Oh, look. That must be your little invention.
Does the weapon work? Without self-destructing?
Of course it does. I've eliminated the imperfections and greatly improved its design and output.
How can we be sure?
Care for a demonstration?
Enough, both of you. We're in this together, at least for now. Go talk to Erend. Tell him I said to give you rooms of your own. I'll come see you when I get a chance.
Looks like a Ghostbuster backpack.
Oh, no. You first.
Better get everyone in the control.
I want to meet up with our friend.
Room, so Tilda can tell us what she knows about the Zenith base.
See. Cano arm? No arm yet.
Haven't seen you since the battle at the Grove.
That's not what we. That's not the dialogue we want. Show me the
Thank
arm.
you.
It is I.
Were you able to
Indeed. I was
You wanted to talk about your arm?
Indeed. It's time to test it. And I want you to be there.
Okay. How are we doing this?
Not how. Where. Will you meet me where we felled Regala's tremor tusk? Right where the river bends?
Sure, if you want, but I'm not sure I understand.
You'll see when we get there. I promise.
Then I'll let you know when I get close.
You have my thanks, Aloy.
I have to go. But I'll be briefing everyone on the plan soon.
Understood.
Like I said, I'll call you when...
May the 10 guide your way.
Could have just finished that quest. I figured it was just we were gonna show up and he'd have his arm. There's a bit of it left, it seems. Well, we'll do this. If it takes a bit, we can always go do a little bit of farming.
I'm sure this is where Kotallo wanted us to test his new arm. Not sure what he has in mind, though. Hey, Kotallo. I'm by the Tremor Tusk site, where we agreed to meet. Want to test that new arm of yours?
I'll be there shortly.
I'm guessing
Thank
we're
you for
hunting
waiting.
something.
Maybe now you can tell me what we're doing here?
Not just yet. Follow me, please.
Or is
Someone's being
does he want to
awfully
fight me?
mysterious.
You took your sweet time telling me what you wanted to do to the bulwark. Consider this my revenge.
Fair enough.
This is it.
What am I looking at?
Oh, you'll see.
Oh,
Come.
hang on. I must have. Oh, yeah, that's why.
All right, talk to me, Kotallo.
I wish to test the arm on that. It has menaced the valley for some time. Killed more than a few of the Sky Clan. But no longer.
I'm honored to help.
Like it would hurt. He has like built-in brass knuckles.
After you.
He's missing a finger.
Let's see how this thing likes the taste of
I'll stand
metal.
here.
my my goodie back on. I tried a bunch of different stuff to see if I could fix it. Tried taking off, selling it. Let me go advanced plasma and let's go double notch.
Strike it again before the plasma blows! For the fallen marshal!
Well, I think it's safe to say the new arm works fine.
Agreed.
Then why are you taking it off?
This is what I am now. What I overcame. Anything else feels... wrong. Like a disguise. I'll use the new arm when I need it, but the rest of the time, I will simply be myself.
I wouldn't have it any other way.
You have my thanks for doing this with me. Here. Something to mark our victory.
Thank you. I'll see you later then.
The 10 be with you, Aloy.
The snow brought the chill.
Guess let's level this up. The final tier is critical hit damage 100%. A 55% chance. Weapon technique extra chance 15. Technique cost 50. Yeah, I don't know. That could be pretty good, but it's going to be hard to top the power shots. Alright, so that's done. All the parts that I blew off of it are not here, however. Oh, we're at what? We're at 13 minutes in? Guess I could, I mean, I don't know. I feel like the main story I should save, but we did kind of start it. Let's go over and assemble. I feel like there's going to be like a, there's probably going to be a bunch of dialogue and then a, when we set out type thing. So let's try and get up to that point. Should have just finished Kotallo's mission last time. I got distracted doing bird stuff, and I mean, then I wouldn't have access to, Super Death Spear. Which, by the way, that thing is just absolutely insane. Like, fighting apexes with it, I was like, and you're dead, and you're dead, and you're dead, and you're dead. Just murder sprees on everyone.
Okay. Maybe it's time to get everyone together so Tilda can brief us. But is... Alright, people. I need you up in the control room, right away. Okay, everyone. We all know what's at stake. Beta, Gaia. Not to mention life on Earth. Now, it might seem like the Zeniths are invincible, but they're not. We've got what it takes to break into their base and defeat them. We even have one of them on our side. Tilda, show us the base.
It is constructed atop the ruins of an ancient military facility on an island to the southwest. I can get us inside. To this location. Undetected.
How exactly?
You'll know when you need to. Once inside, our goal will be this structure. The launch tower. Gaia and Beta are being held at the top. But along the way, we will face overwhelming resistance. Most importantly from Gerard, Eric, and the others. But also...
Once I take away their shields, we should be able to deal with them. But it will be easier to deploy the device if someone else is carrying it. I'll need a strong back.
Carry stuff? Yeah, I can do that.
Even if your device works, there will still be Spectre drones, scores of them.
If only we had an army to fight them.
I've got that under control. You'll know when you need to. All right. We'll meet up again just before we go in. Where's the best place to rendezvous?
On the coast, just across from the island. Once there, I'll show you the way.
Okay. I'll let you know when I arrive at the rendezvous point. And then you can join me. In the meantime, do whatever you need to prepare. Understood?
Yeah, this seems very much like do anything you want now, because once this main story starts,
You two?
we are going down.
A minute? Tilda helped me get in touch with Beta, and she told me something important. There's an installation inside the base. It's called a regulator. Here. Once we're inside, I need you two to split off from everyone else and destroy it. So you'll have to bring explosives. This will help stop the drones. Everything depends on it. Are you with me? After that, I want you to find a way to infiltrate the Zenith network.
How?
Go over all the data that Beta left behind. She knew how to do it, I'm sure of that.
All right. But why? What am I trying to do?
Find information about the Zeniths. Anything Tilda's not telling us. Sylens is right about one thing. There's no way we can take her on her word.
I'll do my best.
Aloy's been burned too many times. She
Keep
has
her safe.
got fail-safes on top of fail-safes this time.
On my life.
I hope he has his arm during the battle. It's like we went through the quest to get it.
Okay. Almost time to go after Beta and Gaia. Might be good to check up on everyone first.
Guess we could talk to everyone.
We need to get Sylens back into the Zenith base intact if we want to take their shield.
Aloy, aren't we meeting at the beach near the Zenith base?
We are. I just wanted to check in on everyone first. We're finally doing this.
Never thought I'd be off on a mission to take down a bunch of immortals from the stars. I can hear the drinking songs already.
You, talked to Tilda at all?
I tried. I don't think even a hot forge could melt that ice. And you say she wants to help?
I think so. Well, let's hope. Varl made the right call. You know, bringing you here.
Thanks. Yeah, Varl. You know, I never knew he had a sister. I found out a few days before you guys went to Gemini. I was, well, to be honest, I was terrified I'd screw up the mission somehow. So he sat me down for a drink. Just one, mind you. And we talked about family. Vala, Ursa, loss and revenge. And how you helped us.
You know, we never did get that drink you promised back in the Embrace. And you Never told me exactly how your sister escaped the Mad Sun King.
I guess we never got round to it. World ending and all. No time like the present, though. If you're up for it.
I guess I should get going.
I'll see you at the rendezvous point. With my hammer ready.
I wouldn't have it any other way.
A lot of people to talk to. Can't spend time getting drunk with you.
Aloy, we're ready to meet you at the rendezvous point whenever you call.
Fighting the Zeniths isn't going to be easy.
Nothing you do ever is. At least, now you don't have to do it alone.
Thanks. Thoughts on our new Zenith acquaintance?
I'd say she smells like death, but even death smells of something. She's more like a cold piece of metal, bent on repelling all semblance of life.
She's definitely different. Have you talked to any of our new friends?
Aaron and I tried speaking to Sylens, but apparently our tribal prattle is unnecessary.
Charming, isn't he? I should go. I'll let you know when I'm ready to head to the base.
Before you do, there is one favor I would ask of you.
What is it?
You placed this focus in my care, and gave me the highest calling an Utaru has ever known. If I should fall in battle, I'd like you to be the one to bury my seed pouch. For the both of us.
So,
make sure you stay alive to do so.
let's just try to all come back home. Okay?
Hey, don't be raising red flags. You're supposed to be with child. Can't be going off if I die. Like, no. No.
You nervous?
I'd be lying if I said I'm not slightly apprehensive.
The plan will work if we all focus on our assignments.
Right.
What was Leviathan again?
A flood control
I didn't
system.
mean to
It was
hit
built.
that
If we
one.
can then won't.
I suppose you saw that Tilda is here. Our very own Zenith.
I almost went up to her to ask her, well, every question I've ever had about the legacy. Every diviner I know would kill to get 5 minutes with one of the old ones. But now that she's here, all I feel is a vague unease. I don't know if I'm scared of finding out more uncomfortable truths, or just scared of her. Probably both.
I was hoping that there would be
I
like
need to get-
dialogue
I'll be my truth.
specific to like
And I haven't. I'll
the
let
final
you know when I
assault.
make it back to.
Thank you, Aloy.
Let me go talk to Sylens because I am interested in what he has been doing. Yeah, there he is.
Did you need something? Bravo. You managed to sway a Zenith to your side. Care to explain?
Not a chance. I thought you said the weapon was ready.
There's always room to optimize. But that's not why you're here. I assume you want to comprehend my undertakings. So, ask away.
Since when were you so forthcoming?
Since you turned this into a waiting game. And as it seems you have found modest success, perhaps I'm willing to be generous.
Tell me about the weapon. How does it work?
I've upgraded the delivery system. It now emits a wave-like effect covering a significant distance.
It was an EMP.
That doesn't fully answer my question.
No, but I'd be a fool to reveal its inner workings. After all, why did you withhold your plan for dealing with the Zenith drones? Yes, even you can appreciate the value of secrecy when warranted. Suffice it to say that the weapon will work. The intricacies of how is knowledge that is mine alone.
While I was out there, I had a couple run-ins with the Quen.
The tribe from across the ocean. And?
Their entire tribe was shaped around the discovery focuses. One of them, Alva, even joined me here. Don't you want to know more about them?
No. They stumbled upon the greatest technological artifact from the ancient world, and what did they do with it? They shrouded the knowledge they unearthed in mysticism and taboo, creating a pantheon out of corporate shills.
Yes, well, it also led them to Thebes.
Did it now?
So those run-ins with the Quinn I mentioned. On one of them I teamed up with their expedition to search Thebes. We found Pharaoh at the end.
You must have needed Omega clearance. So, what was it like?
Worse than you can imagine.
He single-handedly wiped out collective human knowledge. I'm sure it was still less than he deserved.
Let me guess. You would have scraped him into a jar so you could prod his brain, like what you did with Hades.
For a start.
Okay, so your big plan, everything you've been manipulating for the last few months. Let me see if I got this straight. You learned about the Zeniths from Hades when you interrogated it. Then you came up with a plan to defeat them by using a Tenakth army and that weapon. And to get the Tenakth to fight for you, or rather the Sons of Prometheus, armed Regalla's rebels with override tech.
Did you have an actual question, or are you still playing catch-up?
So all this time, even before I found the coordinates at the Spire, you were out here scheming. Why couldn't you just tell me?
When I learned of the Zenith's return to Earth, I laid out my plans. I knew I would one day require an army of overzealous Tenakth to assault the Zenith base. The casualties would be extreme. And I knew you would never allow such a sacrifice, no matter how necessary. Thus, I devised a means to remove your interference from the equation. At the Hades Proving Lab.
You wanted me to surrender to the Zeniths at the Hades Proving Lab. They almost killed me.
Based on everything I knew about them, I concluded they would find you a useful asset, thereby keeping you out of harm's way and, more importantly, out of my way.
So you really didn't know they had their own clone of Elizabeth?
No. Unfortunately, there was no way I could have known that particular detail.
Detail? Well, I guess if it wasn't for that, we wouldn't be here today. Why create the Sons of Prometheus? You didn't need a bunch of Oseram tinkerers to make override tech.
They were a necessary safeguard. My time serving Hades in the Eclipse demonstrated the risks of getting directly involved. Through the Sons of Prometheus, I could execute my plans, all while remaining anonymous.
Why help Regalla take over? If you wanted an army, you could have just gone to Hekarro.
Before Regalla's rebellion, Hekarro was only concerned with battling machines and fostering friendships with the Karja. Even if I gained his ear, he would never agree to send his forces to battle a threat he couldn't understand.
So helping a bloodthirsty exile was easier.
Yes, exceedingly so. All Regalla craved was war against the Karja and anyone who threatens the Tenakth. She would have led the tribe into battle without question, which was precisely what I needed.
All right, Sylens, I think I've talked to you long enough. I'll let you know when it's time to go. And try not to mess with Tilda while you're in here, okay? I don't need the two of you butting heads.
Ah, yes. About your Zenith ally. I wonder if you understand what kind of person you're dealing with. For someone to live as long as she has, outlast as many calamities, well, your goals may be aligned now, but I'd watch for the moment they diverge.
Yeah, I'm aware. Reminds me of someone else I know.
Survival is only a necessity to my greater purpose, Aloy. I'd hoped you'd recognize that by now.
Do you know something or not?
Oh, I know a great deal of things. But on this, just call it a feeling.
Oh, a feeling? You mean you finally had one? Huh. Guess even you can change, Sylens.
I mean, I could talk to the Zenith lady, but like I feel like I've gotten what I could out of her. Like I don't think there's any
Sure.
I don't think I get any good dialogue from her. So I think we're ready to go. We are ready to go. And we're hitting at this campfire. So I am going to... Yeah, we can just head over there. I'm going to head on over. I'll wrap things up here. I think I'm good on ammo and all that. Let me see. Take a little look. I think I'll make more of these, but otherwise we are set. So the only option is to call the companions. All right, well, let's wrap things up here. We're going to be making the assault in the next part, so y'all stay tuned, and I will see you then.